I don't even want to tell the story. I don't. But, sometimes it's getting to a point where it's like they're forcing me to. So, um, it's a long story. It's a very fucking long story. Here's the thing. I emailed every, well, say every, let's say 90% of the Republicans in the United States. Let's say as many RCMP emails that are online, they got an email from me. As many police in Canada that have an email online, they got an email from me. The news media in Canada and the United States, the conservative members, the liberal members, and there may be some NDP in there, but I don't really think those people listen to anyone. Here's the thing. I would have expected. This is true. I got proof of unsolved murders. I have proof of attempted murders on myself. Very easy proof. I got calls recorded with me and the RCMP that are shocking. When this kind of stuff was happening the first time, I reached out to the RCMP and stuff too, and I've written about it, and I have proof of everything. Here's the thing, I really have proof. Not only of their incompetence, but their corruption. And this dates back to 1998, 99. 100% 99 was happening, and it seems like it's connected to Starnet and the Hells Angels and Pictons and crooked cops and manipulation, which is, it seems to be that it's all tied to criminal activity that is used to manipulate people that you are sort of expecting are doing things to protect us from crime, when in fact they're involved with the crime. And not only involved, but they're using it to manipulate people, and probably all about money, power, and corruption that extends beyond what they're able to do. Here's the thing, I can prove this too. Now, I'm not out to go after anyone in particular. I'm originally was just wanting to stop harassing and targeting me. But the harassment and targeting is very strange as well. I mean, here's the thing, with the attacks and what happened, I mean, they could have just shot someone, but they didn't want to just shoot me. So what more to it is there? There was videoing, there was manipulation, there was drugging me, a drug called Devil's Breath. Anyway, to get over that, here's the thing. With the amount of information I have and the absolute 100% proof and witnesses, and I mean not just a few, many. So here's the thing. Ask yourself, what could possibly make me, outside of these things I'm saying, such a target? Like immense amount of powers and energies going into this, and they're all dark and evil, that's for sure. So, I mean, am I really at a war against Satan and his little demonic entities that run this world? Seems like that's what it is. I don't necessarily, I mean, here's what they should know too. They wrote into my WordPress backups and other things that I had, they wrote code in it to stop me from accessing it and stuff. I can see it with my eyes closed. I don't even have to hardly look for things. It's really the only time I can't see things is when I really kind of don't look. I don't want to know. I don't want to find something out. And one of the guys that looked like was saving me, coincidentally, turns out he's involved as well. And he wasn't out to save me. And it took me just one day of actually doing something I could have done a year before, which was look and see, oh wow, there he is in a bunch of porno. And here he is trying to make a case against someone that coincidentally he also had me married to. Anyway, it's strange because how would this be an issue for someone that actually makes porn? And we're talking about pornography with trannies and dick sucking and stuff. Here's the thing. Then the partner that it was made to look like was trying to go after him, and he raped 7-year-old girl. I mean, these are just criminals and so many obtuse sort of fucking crazy things. I don't want anything to do with these people. So I separated myself from most of them, and I don't have anything to do with them. I would say, like, leave me alone. You'll face your evil with God, and whatever tricks you've been dealing with respects to Satan tricking you. There's tricks. That's it. I can't even imagine anyone being this evil. Ultimately, it's some kind of trick. But like I said, so the programming and stuff that was, they stole. Why would someone want to steal my baby photos? I mean, me cutting the cord of my child's birth. Yeah, but they didn't take anything after the first month. They just took the first month of my baby's videos and me cutting the cord. Coincidentally, I cut the cord at 11:17. Here's the interesting thing. I didn't know until I talked to my mom after I said, oh, Ava was born at 11:17. Yeah, so was I. So interesting. Night and day, though. She was born at night, 11:17. I was born during the day. Still, I don't overlook miracles. My grandmother died the day before at 11:17. They said it was 11:20, though. Nonetheless, Grandma always told me she would prove to me that there was an afterlife with God. And not only did she, I met God. And here's the thing. Tried to kill me. Yeah, that's a hole in my head. So interesting there, too. Seems they can reach out to surgeons, too, as well. Because here's a surgical cut where they did it to release fluid, which was unneeded. And I made a really good case to this with the neurosurgeon. He agreed with me. Everything that I said was probably, sadly, the case. So here's a very clean cut. So there's a defined edge, very clean. Then there's a photo of it. Then there's the CT scan and the X-rays and the MRI beforehand. Not having a hairline fracture. So why I even had to have the surgery was probably a lie as well. So here's a weird one, though. So they had it, and the very well clean, defined part of my head, where'd it go? And then I got a photo of, and here's the thing. What I have ultimately comes down to the fact that that's not the piece of the head that was in there for the x-ray and the photos after the surgery. And what they had done on the inside of it also was very strange. It looked like drill holes on the inside, not through it, just a bunch in the backside of it. And this is not stuff that was there prior. Anyway, to levels of corruption where you can't even call an RCMP or police and tell them you got information on murders, that's pretty fucked up. And that you can prove and save lives of children, that's pretty fucked up. So here I am able to help them with solving crimes that involve kids and people being murdered, and they don't even fucking call me. And here's the thing. I got calls. I mean, I even got a call to Sergeant, coincidentally, Jason Smart, and I don't think this guy is not that smart. He's outright upset that I'm recording the call, and I'm like, well, here's why. I need you to understand this is real information. I also need to record it for lawyers and stuff, which also in Canada is apparently, for me at least, impossible to find a real lawyer. Like the bar is a secret society. These are all Masonic Satanists or something. And I'm not, I wish I was joking. I wish it wasn't true. It's true. I got proof of this stuff. What they wanted to do was shut me up. And all they did was making me louder. Because I'm a man of God, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit. And everything that I do is in the good name of myself, for God, and His glory. And what they're doing is demonic. It's selfish. It's all about their material realm and so forth. They don't see it, but they've lost already. The linear time is not real, and I can see into the past, the future, and the present with great ease. And this is probably to do with some of the abilities I have in which I can show what they're trying to hide in seconds online. Little clickbait bullshit search things and stuff. And it's so easy. And why would the police not want to help, want to solve these things? Because they don't. They're fucking evil. And here's the thing I got, message me, at all times. I'm quite willing to accept calls and help from good people with powers and money that also agree that the world has gone to shit with Satan, and it's time to get back to good, loving, and God. Truth and love. It does win, and you'll see eventually. Just be nice to get you on the team of good people and Jesus Christ and God and Holy Spirit. Anyway, I had to say this, and the weirdness with this case is that it seems to be the most bizarre situations all the time, and they still want to hurt and infect me, but they can't. And here's the thing: if they ever were to, well, I go to God. And I'm a little more comfortable with that than I was prior, thanks to them. The stones thrown at me helped me build a foundation of love. And I will never lie. I will always tell the truth, and I will always do good. I'll always do it. And I'm hoping that there's going to be someone out there too that can see this is a story that is so bizarre. And the thing is, the more you hear of it, the more bizarre it gets. And it's so fucking true. I tell you, it is 100% true. And what, you think I would? No, I would never lie. I love you. Thanks for listening.